Okay, so if you're watching this video, you're probably struggling with your ad account, or you're just not sure how you should be testing out your ad creative. So I'm going to give you an actual walkthrough of an account where I'm practicing what I preach. I'm going to show you that I'm doing what I'm about to tell you that you should try and do in your own ad account in this video. And hopefully you can sort of take away a little bit from this video in terms of how you should be testing and how to avoid the panicking that comes with not getting great results right out of the gate, either for your own account or for a client account. So the first thing that I'll say before starting this is that it's very important that you are not someone that panics very quickly when you don't get immediate results. Ad accounts take time, and it doesn't always mean, like, not every ad account that I take on gets fantastic results right off the gate. It's just, it doesn't work like that. So it's just one of those things that you need to come to terms with. You're not going to get great results for every client in the first week or even maybe the first month. So it's very important that you understand that before coming into creative testing. So how am I testing creatives and how am I actually improving results in an account? So this is an account that's spending about $150 per day. There are going to be a bit of information blurred on here just so that any personal information is hidden. But what you can see here is in the last 7 days, this ad set here has spent the most amount of money, spent $670 out of all the ad sets, and it's got the most number of leads, cheapest price. Obviously, this is a great ad set. Our target cost per lead is around $50 for this client, so $26 is fantastic. But you'll notice here that there are other ad sets active. And basically what I'm doing is, once you have an ad set that is performing and getting good results, what you're then going to do is you're going to create another ad set. And what I like to do is use a dynamic creative ad set. And what you're going to do is you're going to use dynamic creative ad sets to test and basically try and beat the control ad set. So this ad set here is what I'd like to call the control. It's already getting results. We know this style of creative works. And so now we're launching ads and ad sets to try and beat this one. Now you can see here that this ad set was launched and it's currently off. And this was launched, but it did not outperform this one. It didn't get more spend, and the spend that it did get was less efficient overall. So this ad is now turned off. You can see this ad, which you've only recently launched about 3 days ago, is getting a similar cost per result, but it's not attracting that much spend. But since this is only recently tested, only about 3 days, we're not going to turn this off just yet because we haven't got enough information to actually make a decision. So how do you actually structure these ad set tests? Well, first of all, the campaign has to be a CBO campaign. This is what I would advise to anyone. I don't recommend using ABO because it usually means that you're forcing budget where Facebook may not want it to go. You're usually fighting against Facebook's budget allocation by using ad set optimization. But if we take a look at this ad right here, basically what it's going to show is we're going to see that we have 3 videos in this dynamic creative ad. So every time that we are making a new ad set and want to launch a new concept or try something new, we're actually going to launch a dynamic creative with 3 ad variations and try and basically beat the control ad, like I said before. Now, you can sort of experiment around with this. Some people like to use more than 3 creatives. Some people like to just launch a normal ad set and then just add ads in on that ad set. So for example, you could just have one ad set in this CBO campaign, and instead of launching new ad sets, you just launch new ads. The important thing to remember is that you're not getting bogged down in your targeting or what you're actually selecting on the ad set level when you're making ads. What you're worried about is the creative and the copy and the landing page that you're sending the traffic to if you're using a landing page. Those are the things you need to be optimizing, because at the end of the day, whether you use an ad set budget, whether you use a CBO, whether you use an interest or whether you use broad, these things are not going to make massive differences in your campaign, whereas a really good creative will make a big difference. So this is basically how I would be testing. You have your control ad set. Like I said, this is going to be something that might take you a little while to get, because if you're not getting results straight out of the bat, then it will take you a while before you have an ad set that you're comfortable leaving on. But once you've got that ad set and you're getting some results, you then launch ad sets that are similar to it, same copy, same headline maybe, but you're changing the 3 creatives that are in that dynamic creative ad. And what you'll realize is that this is a very scientific way of running ads, because as you can see, it's very clear when something doesn't work and does work. This ad was launched, or rather this ad set was launched, and it clearly did not outperform the control. So we turn it off and then we launch some new ones. As you can see, this is in the early phase of, a potential success. If this ad starts picking up a lot more spend, then it's likely that this ad will end up outperforming the top one. You can see here as well that another ad, this ad set we've actually only launched today. So this ad will hopefully start to pick up some spend and start to maybe take some spend away from the winning ad set, assuming that it is a winning creative. If it doesn't, then it's unlikely that it's a winning creative and we can turn it off. This, in my opinion, is the simplest and easiest way to structure your ad creative tests. Obviously, what's in the ads is what really matters, and that's on you to come up with those ideas and create something that people want to watch and converts. But in my opinion, if you do this, it leaves you with no margin for error in terms of your targeting and your ad account setup. This is just the simplest way to do it. So this is how I'm doing it. This is a real client account that we're doing this right now, and this is exactly what I would be doing if I was in your position running ads and testing new creatives. So I hope you got some value out of this video. It's super punchy, super quick. And I hope I got everything across very easily. But if you want me to basically run your ads or make ads on your behalf, you can DM me on Instagram. I basically make ads and run ads for a bunch of different clients in a bunch of different niches. So I have heaps of experience with that. But yeah, feel free to DM me on Instagram any questions you have about this video, and I hope you got something out of it.